Hello, my witches, my spiritualists, and my lovelies. This is Phoenix Bell here, and I am here with my August predictions for you. Let me slide these cards back a little bit. Okay, so while I'm doing this, quick note, all my social media will be down below. On top of that, I have a new Etsy shop called Death Moth Apothecary. It's really fantastic. I'm really proud of it. I'm getting new products out there every week. That link will be down below. Please go check it out. And then when you come back, hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for me so you can get more videos from me. But alright, let's get right to it. And I'll see you in there. Okay guys, so this is pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, and pile number 4. And that's just what the papers say. I don't know how well you can see the numbers on them. But I will include a picture of them closer up. So if you need to see the numbers or you need to see them closer, you can do that now. Alright guys, let's hop right into pile number 1. Alright, so we have a bunch of lovely stuff going on here for August. So we have 5 different decks for the month of August that I pulled from. So let's see what we got. We're going to start from the bottom. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles, the Knight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the 4 of Cups. Okay. So it looks like right now a lot of you are having a hard time seeing the happiness in life. You're having a hard time seeing the silver linings, and you might even feel like you're kind of up to bat, like maybe you're feeling a little aggressive or a little upset about it, and it makes you feel like you're kind of on edge. You know, you might have anxiety about everything going on. But what I want you to know is these cards are showing me that right now nothing is set in stone. Okay, nothing is saying like, oh, it has to be this way or it has to be that way. That's what this Wheel of Fortune is showing. Like, it could be really good, it could be not so good, but you have the opportunity to choose your path here. And I think that's perfect for Leo season and the month of August, because Leos are all about determination. They're all about loyalty and figuring things out, and they may be a little headstrong, they may be a little aggressive sometimes, but ultimately they're really good about being people pleasers and being out there. And people pleasing isn't always the best, but it might help get you what you want in life. It might help you with these silver linings. Because, like, on the 4 of Cups, like, you know, she's pouting, she's not having a good time, but all of the cups are full. There's more coming in. There's more opportunities coming in. And, like, these pentacles, they're upright. They're, like, they may be left out in the cold, but as the path goes down, you know, like, this is upsetting to them. They may feel aggressive and anxious about it, but as they go down, they have opportunities. Nothing, like I said, nothing is set in stone. So let's see what crystals you got for the month of August that will help you. Okay, so it looks like got 2 crystals. So you got emerald. So emerald, and emerald is for, oh, excuse me. When it says, when you've temporarily lost the courage to love and be loved, when you're in need of a total refresh, open your heart to limitless possibility with emerald. Which, that's so funny, because I wrote down for each deck, each pile, I wrote down like prior things, and for pile number 1 I wrote down love as one of the feelings. So if you're feeling kind of left out in the cold of a relationship, look for the silver linings. Maybe the relationship needs to come to an end, but maybe not. Maybe there are other opportunities at play here. And it also mentions aesthetics, bohemians, Epicureans, and transcendentalists. Transcendentalists, you guys know what I mean. But aesthetics, that also points out to me that there's, if you dig a little deeper, there's more to it, okay? And then the other one you got is barite, which is for anyone who leaves for work each morning with the sinking suspicion that their true destiny is anything but this. There is that opportunity, okay? So go get you some barite and seek out the opportunities, seek out the other stuff. And it suggests when to use it when it's way past time to stop saying yes to things that you hate. Ask barite what your true calling is, then go live it. It will be terrifying, but what's the alternative? So it's saying it's time to stop being a people pleaser. Stop, like, maybe you've done that too much now. So it's actually saying the opposite of what I was saying before, but that's okay. That's what these cards are for. So stop being a people pleaser and go live your best life, okay? Let's check out what we got going on here. All right, and then you have the Art of Seduction, Lullaby, and Rose Garden. Okay. So there's definitely that love theme going on here for a lot of you. I don't think it's love for all of you, but I do think it's love for a lot of you, or relationships of some sort. The lullaby tells me for some of you the relationship will be ending. But for others, it definitely seems like there is that opportunity. There is that chance to kind of renew that love and figure out what your passion is and what's going to liven up that relationship again. And I'm sorry that, you guys are kind of on your own figuring out which one you are, but this pal is really feeling it. Either way, you are meant to figure out your passion right now. You're meant to figure out your spark. And okay, so the next cards I have for you are your dragons for the month of August. So the first dragon you have is the Golden Christed Dragon. It brings you higher love so that you embody the Christ light. Absorb the Christ light. You are protected. Expand your heart and remain fifth dimensional. We'll do this. Okay, so this dragon can go right there. And then the other dragon you have is Earth and Air Dragon. It represents a perfect balance of heaven and earth. Stay balanced, ground your visions, manifest your hopes and dreams. So once again, there is a balance here, okay? So maybe you've been a people pleaser in your relationship for a little too long. Maybe you've said yes to too many things. But for a lot of you, you're going to be able to say no and still stay in that relationship. Some of you are going to say no and your partner's not going to like it. But some of you will be able to stay in that relationship and you'll be able to figure out that balance of being yourself and being in a relationship, okay? I just want to note, for some of you, it's just coming through that for some of you, this relationship is not actually going to be a love relationship. It's going to be a career, okay? So just know that if you've been listening this long and you're like, wow, that resonates, but it's really not love for me, it very well could be your career. And then the final two cards I have for you, and these are also suggested spells for the month of August for you. The first one is Beauty, and I think that has a lot to do with finding those silver linings, finding the beauty in what's going on around you. And the other one is Truth, so finding out your truth. What is your truth? What is your soul calling to? What is your soul talking about, okay? And so I suggest for Beauty, I suggest doing a mirror spell, or doing mantras in the mirror, stuff of that sort, but not one's necessarily per se about your personal, like, outward beauty, but about finding the beauty. Like, I see the beauty in everything. I find the silver linings in the darkness. I see the light in the dark, things of that nature. And then for Truth, I would burn a candle for it. I would burn a white candle. And I would just say, I want to see the truth in the matter. I want to hear my soul's calls. And I want to know what I'm crying out to do. Okay? I want to learn my passions this month. Because that is what Leo is about. It's about passion. It's about fire. It's about spirit and soul. and finding all of that. So use August to live that best life, okay? Figure out what your best life is and go live it. Thank you, pile number 1. That is all I have for you, and I hope that you enjoyed this read. Let me know down below. And don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell, please, and thank you. And I will see you guys next time. Alright. Pile number 2. So if you guys are ever wondering why I do that, it's just so I know where to mark. So that way I can get you guys my markers, like the timestamps. I try to mark around when I do the numbers with my fingers. But okay, welcome pile number 2. We are going to get some cards laid out for you. We're going to figure out what the month of August is bringing for you, what you guys should embrace, and what may be changing for you. Hopefully nothing bad, hopefully all good, but we will find out. As a thing, first, if you could hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for me, I absolutely appreciate it, and I love all of you that do for me. As well as the feelings for pile number 2 is that this pile is going to be a lot about self-love, breaking bad cycles, and relying on our trusted ones, our friends, our family. Anyone who you feel you really trust with, getting deep, dark, and soulful with. It doesn't always have to be dark, but you know, the people that you trust the most with your innermost feelings. But okay, so we're going to start with our tarot cards. So first we got this Page of Swords. Right, already there's some communication up in there. The 3 of Cups, some celebration, which is where those friends, come into play. 4 of Wands. There may be a marriage for some of you, or a new relationship that is going to be long-lasting like that. And the Queen of Swords, someone who is decisive, she knows what she wants, and she is going to get it. Alright. Wow. I'm going to sit up a little bit for this one. Okay. Yeah, for some of you, you're definitely either going to be getting proposed to or getting married in the next month or 2. I know this is about August, but I would say you're getting very close to it because some of these are more fall-like colors. So it could be this fall. You're definitely going to be celebrating. This is also a family card. I just want to note that. So, you know, it doesn't have to necessarily mean marriage. It could mean happy family. Maybe you've been, you know, going through a rough time in your relationship, and this Queen of Swords card is saying, hey, you're decisive, you're taking over, you know, you're picking your life, you're manifesting your life, and that's going to help create a happier home for you, because of this Page of Swords is very communicative, but also it is a sword, so sometimes it can hurt, but it usually, when we speak our truth, that brings good things for us. Brings truth, let me fix that. Alright, and then, so moving on real quick, I have our crystals for the month of August. And you guys have 3 crystals for this month. The first one is tourmaline quartz. Who needs it? Anyone in the need of a psycho-spiritual scrub. And when to use it? When it's time to shed a light on the vices, victims, and vampires in your life. Once you have a clear view of their whereabouts, it's that much easier to kick them back into the gutter where they belong. So what this tells me, and what's pointing out to me, is that you, in noting that you should be focused on your trusted friends this month, you should also be aware that there are some people in your midst that are not there with your best interest at play. And they may even be causing ruts in your relationship or, you know, in your life that you need to, you know, you may need to step away from. The next one you have is Lemurian quartz. Got a lot of quartz going on here. This one is for anyone in need of a vacation from their thoughts. So obviously, you know, right now you may be getting stressed. So August looks like it's going to get a lot better for you, but you're going to have to be decisive. You're going to have to put your foot down. I mean, you're going to have to communicate that with other people. When to use it. Whenever someone or something you love needs a zap of healing energy, awaken your inner wizard or witch and cast a spell on Lemurian quartz. Or with Lemurian quartz, sorry. And the final one you have is chrysochala, which is for anyone entangled in the 24/7 fear cycle propagated by the politico-media complex. Those who can never find the right words and when to use it, when you feel small and vulnerable and are looking for someone to parent you. But then remember that you are a grown-up, but it's cool because you totally got this. Okay. So what this is all telling me right now is, look, you gotta put your foot down. You have to put your foot down, okay? It's causing too many ruts in your life. It's causing you to be stressed out. It's causing you to be anxious. It's causing you issues. And that is not okay. It's not okay for people to interject themselves into your life and cause you more issues than you have already, if you have any at all. But most people in the real world have some sort of issue going on most days. So it's not okay for that to happen. So you need to put your foot down, okay? I like that reflection, sorry. You need to put your foot down. So Lemurian quartz, tourmaline quartz, and chrysochala are your stones for the month. Okay, and they're all meant to help you cleanse yourself. They're meant to help you when you need a break from your thoughts. And you know there's some healing involved. And it's meant to help you when you feel small and vulnerable. And stop watching the media if it's causing you more stress, please. I know everything going on in the world right now. Don't let the fear get to you. Okay, I have other videos going on about that, so I'm not going to get into it right now. But don't let the fear get to you. Let go of the stress, let go of the fear, let go of the bad cycles. Put your foot down, stay determined. It's the perfect time during Leo season to get that determination up, get that willpower up, and put that foot down. Leos are great at it. We're great at stepping away when we have to. Embrace your inner Leo. Okay, coming up. These are some other stuff that you should embrace and be aware of for the month. First card you have is Keys on the Trees, or Keys on Trees. Mermaid's Love, Ava, and A Long Way Home. Okay, and that A Long Way Home also notes, like, with that crystal card that was saying, you know, when you need a parent, but you realize you're an adult, okay? So maybe you can't go back home. Maybe you can't call up your parents and be like, I need help. That's okay. You got this, okay? Like, if you have that and you can do that, that's great. Call upon them. Ask them for advice. But if you can't, don't be afraid, because you do got this, okay? There is Ava, which means that confirms that there are people in your midst that are not there with your best intentions. She has snakes around her neck. Like, she just went through a jungle. She comes out this kind of wild woman. She's in it for survival, okay? So be aware of that person or people. Mermaid's Love tells me that there might be some fantasies going on around, okay? In some relationships. So be aware. Look out for fantastical things that seem a little too good to be true. That doesn't mean they're not, but it means just be aware of it, okay? Be aware that that could be the thing, and feel it out. Feel out the energy. Ask more detailed questions. Try to find out what the actual game plan is, okay? And then Keys on Trees. That tells me that there are multiple things up here that you're going to have to go through to really get to where you are meant to be right now. August is leading you through kind of this windy path that is happy. There's going to be celebrations. There's going to be good things. But there's also going to be a lot of putting that foot down. And you got to figure out which key is the right one for you. Okay? Now, the dragons that are here to help you. You actually have three dragons as well. Because I feel like you guys are going to need a little bit more emotional support this month. And I know this reading started out real great, and it still is real great. These dragons are amazing. And I think that this part's all about self-love, because as you figure yourself out, as you get into self-love and you practice that for yourself, it's going to come into this zone where this stuff is happening for you. The good stuff is happening for you, okay? So the first one you have is Dusky Pink Dragon from Andromeda, then Rose Pink Dragon, and then Rainbow Dragon. Okay, so the pink dragons are about chakras. It's about embodying your higher love. It prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart, so you're going through spiritual growth. And then the rainbow dragon is bringing leaps of joy that opens new doors. Okay, so you're going through this journey, you're expanding, you're basically, you have, like, imagine this is the tower card of the tarot. You're knocking things out of the park that do not belong in your life right now. And because of that, you're getting celebrations, you're getting happy relationships, you're becoming happier with yourself. Okay? And these dragons, you can call upon them at any point and they will come help you. So once again, that was the rainbow dragon, the rose pink dragon, and the dusky pink dragon from Andromeda. And then the final two I have, and these are spells that are suggested, but it's also just some things to pay attention to, is friendship and trust. So trust that as you're going through these things, your friendships are going to balance out. Those people that are meant to stay are going to become more known, okay? And you might even have some new friends coming in as old ones leave, as older relationships exit. You'll have new ones coming in that are more on your vibration and more on your plane. But okay, guys, that is what I have for you for the month of August. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have an excellent rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. All right, pile number 3. Here we go. So before we get started, I'm just going to ask if you feel drawn to go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell one more time. Or not one more time, for the first time, hopefully. Today we're getting into what is August bringing for you. Now, this will be what should you be drawn to, what kind of emotions or energies are going to be around you. Are you leaving or entering things? Whatever the cards say, I will let you know. Just remember that this is a general reading for everyone who picked pile number 3. Sorry, don't mind me. And here we go. So, real quick. The pre-energy for this pile was determination, creativity, game plan, and it was like game plan check. Like you're going to be getting your game plan set and ready to go. Okay, so let's get right into that and see what we have for you. Okay, so first up is our tarot cards. First one we have the 8 of Pentacles, the High Priestess, the Magician, and the 7 of Wands. So this told me that you have been, you have been getting creative, you have been exploring, maybe feeling a little down where you're at, a little not satisfied. Sorry, I keep adjusting how I'm sitting. So maybe a little not satisfied, but at the same time feeling very like motivated to find that sweet spot where you are satisfied, you're happy. Maybe it's with your career, maybe you're making money because that Pentacles is out there. But the 7 of Wands tells me that you have challenges to face. It could be finances, it could be relationship, maybe someone isn't as supportive as you'd like them to be. Sorry, I have that thing. But you do have the Magician, which means you can make anything happen if you put your heart and mind to it. And the High Priestess, which means you know what you're doing. You know the next step. You have the knowledge and the wisdom, and you might even have someone older or older and wiser that is helping guide you, that's giving you some guidance in that. But okay, so the next thing I have for you is crystals that are recommended for your August, the month of August. The first one I have is vanadinite, and it is who needs it? Those lacking self-discipline, and when to use it. When it's time to live in the moment, when you are the prime audience for a motivational speech, whether it's hard work, making art, or just blissed out moment free. A blissed out moment free from the mind's ongoing commentary. An energizing meditation with vanadinite can help knock down whatever stands between you and your happy place. Sugilite. Oh, that's pretty. Who needs it? Anyone planning on an escape from the confines of space and time. When to use it. When you're called to take your spiritual practice to another level, it's easy to stay stuck in something that isn't working. There's a comfort to safe and status quo, but there's an unknown out there with unlimited blissed out possibilities. Ask Sugilite to light the way there. And then amethyst. Oh, I love amethyst. It's on my necklace today. Who needs it? Train wrecks who go off the rails on the wet and wild route to Bacchanalia. Any Pisces. When to use it. When it's time to give up the victim routine and start living with purpose. Hold on tight to amethyst. So I know that card is kind of harsh. But this deck in general, this crystal deck, is supposed to be kind of funny and entertaining. So please don't take that to heart, the harshness. It is just the deck. That's the way the author felt like it should be created. But ultimately, I think that goes right hand in hand. Like what was said for all three crystals goes hand in hand with the tarot cards. It's time to follow that divine purpose. It's time to find what you're being drawn to if you haven't already. And it's time to go ahead and put that determination there and follow that path, because it's going to lead you to this wild, unknown place that maybe you never thought you could go to. Alright, so the next cards I have are some focuses for you. So you have The Journey, Morning Dew Girl, and Bloom. So once again, these are just confirming for me that you are ready for the next step in your path. August is bringing that to you. August is like, hey, you just went through this emotional time. You just went through this time where you felt unsatisfied, you felt stuck, you felt all these things. We are giving you the opportunity to get out of that. August is giving you the opportunity to get out of that. The universe is here for you. They want to see you bloom on your journey. They want to see you open those doors. And it might even lead you to being a morning person. I'm just pointing out the Morning Dew Girl thing. But she's working, she is doing her job, she's collecting the morning dew, which is saying that, you know, you're going to have to work for it, but it's going to be worth it. And then your dragons for this month. These are dragons that you can call upon. They'll protect you, they'll help you, they'll do whatever you need them to do that is within their line of work. The first dragon you have is the Earth Dragon. And it clears your path and the land around you. And it says, stay grounded, be ready to serve, stuck energy is clearing, you can move forward in life. Wow. I don't look at these cards before this, just so you guys know. So this is like, dang. The next one you have is Fire and Water Dragon. Enables your life to flow with loving force. Prepare for change and move forward quickly. Expect the unexpected and have fun. So right there, your dragons are here. They're ready for you to move forward. They're ready to help clear the path for you. The energy is transforming. The energy is moving. That stuck energy, that blockage, it's being removed. Keep doing your spiritual work, because you're expanding on your spiritual journey. Anytime that you're working on your path, you are expanding your spiritual journey. You're moving forward and you're removing blockages. So by doing these things, it's really opening up this opportunity for you. Now your final things, these are spell cards. It's suggested spells for the month of August for you witches out there, but it's also just some suggested emotions and things to focus on if you're not into doing the spell work. So the first one you have is spirit guides. So listen to your spirit guides, call upon them. Do meditations with them, call upon them in your spell work. And trust that they are going to be there for you. And then you have confidence. Do some daily mantras in the mirror. Do some, I am confident, I am strong, I can handle this, I can make it through today, I can support myself, I can do these things. Do some of that and really, really focus on that confidence, because you have got it, okay? Whatever it is in your future line of work or your future relationships or whatever it is in you. You got it. Okay, so this looks really, really fantastic. I'm really, really happy and proud of you guys. I hope that you take advantage of August and you really turn this into something great for yourself, and that you move forward in that spiritual expansion and on your journey. And thank you so much for joining me. If you really liked this read and you haven't yet, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. And I will see you guys next time. All right, pile number 4. Woo!
Hey.
All right, pile number 4. This feels thick. Welcome and thank you so much for joining me. Today we are going to look into the month of August for you. We're going to see what it entails and what it is bringing for you. Remember, this is a general read, so if you don't feel connected to it, feel free to pick another pile. Feel free to just move forward. And if you do feel drawn, take it and run with it and love it and give it all the energy you can, okay? In the meantime, if you feel drawn to do so and you haven't already, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I know I remind you guys a lot, but it's really helping my channel out and I really appreciate it so much. So let's get right into it. We are going to start with the tarot cards, and ooh, girl or boy, you got the 7 of Swords, the Sun, Temperance, and the Queen of Pentacles. This looks to me like you are taking your ball and you are going home with that 7 of Swords. Basically, you're feeling very protective over a couple of things. Like, you have a lot of challenges around, but it's almost like you don't feel like you have to protect so many of them. But there's a couple that that may not be serving your highest purpose, but you're still protecting them. You're still holding on to that. And it may be time to, move forward from that. Pull out this Queen of Pentacles energy and be like, okay, what is best for me? What's best for my career? What's best for my home? And really, really hold on to that. Kind of enact that Tower card in your life and be like, okay, what's not serving me? Who's not around for my best interest? Things like that. But in the long run, have patience with yourself and be able, give time to yourself to figure these things out. Don't rush into it, okay? Don't be sitting there like, okay, she said, enact the Tower card, so I'm just going to go kick a bunch of people and a bunch of things out of my life. Don't do it quite like that. Give yourself time to do it. Queens are very patient. They're kind. They take their time. They're wise. So have that Temperance card out there at the same time, okay? Give yourself time to figure things out. Give yourself time to find that balance. But ultimately, it's going to lead you to that Sun card where it's going to be a really, really great time for you. And I totally forgot to mention the pre-feelings for this pile was grounding and cleansing. Okay, and that's perfect with this. Cleansing your life of things that no longer serve you. Really pulling out, really stepping up in your career field potentially with that Pentacles. And just giving yourself time and being wise with it. It might even be leaving your career field. A lot of people are in that zone right now with everything going on. So it might be leaving your career field, but for a better one that's more suited for you. Okay? So the next cards I have for you are crystals recommended for your August season. You guys actually have 4. Wow, you guys are the only deck that has 4. So the first one is Tiger's Eye. Okay? And this stone is for people who are currently overthinking and mood swinging, astrologically Geminis and Virgos. When to use it: when your thoughts are not your friends, when reading Jungian theories or attempting to decipher a Zen koan, when you're all roar and not enough purr, when only equanimity of mind, body, spirit, left brain, and right brain can get you square with the universe. So basically, anytime that you are way up high and you need to come down a little bit lower to the earth, when you need to get grounded, Tiger's Eye is really, really great for grounding. The next one you have is Black Tourmaline, no surprise. Who needs it? Everyone. When to use it: anytime you take public transportation, find yourself in a crowd, or hear that a sucking sound of a coworker, family member, malignant demon taking more from you than they are giving back. So just so you know, this is supposed to be a funny deck, like an informational but funny deck. So please don't take it to heart that it's calling people demons or attachments demons. But it is an amazing deck. I really love it. So those are both very, very grounding stones. Those are stones that keep your energy to yourself. They don't send it out as much. They help protect that for you. And the next stone I have is bismuth. Oh, I've seen this stone before. Sorry, some of these stones, like, this deck is vast. So some of these stones I haven't actually seen in person before. But this one has, it's really, really pretty in person. And it's kind of like an optical illusion. It's cool. Who needs it? The easily The easily distracted, burners, people who are very bored. When to use it. For those looking for some psychedelic influence without swallowing the red pill, lie on your back and take 10 or 100 or a million powerful breaths through your mouth with bismuth placed on your forehead. Then break out of tired gray thought patterns and get en route to a more colorful, energized life. So this stone specifically tells me that it is time for you to break out of those cycles. It's time for you to let go of that stuff, and that's really going to enlighten your life by doing so. So I can usually get like a reflection of the card, and it's really cool. The final one you have is obsidian, which is another great stone for grounding. So it says, who needs it? Anyone looking to cut out negative people and patterns from their lives, or Scorpios. When to use it? When thinking positively seems out of the question, when dark forces are at work, dig in, arm yourself with obsidian, and throttle back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And these cards, these four, I think, throughout came out like all in one thing too. So that's crazy. Because they're not the same, like, it's just crazy. It's cool. So, looking to cut out negative people, negative habits, negative cycles. Pulling out that Queen card. Stop protecting the things that aren't serving you. Stop. Okay? You don't need to do it anymore. You're holding back your life by protecting what doesn't serve you. So the next one you have is my home is my castle and transformation. That tells me it could also be a relationship at home. It could be something that just has to deal with your home life. And it is time to protect that. It's time to know that your home is your castle. That is another, it's like an extension of your energy field. So if there are things in your home that don't serve you, your energy field is not going to serve you. And it's time for that transformation to happen. Look at this beautiful butterfly. Look at that. That is right over her heart. It is time for that transformation to happen. It is time for that soul call to be heard. All right, the next cards I have for you are your dragons for the month of August. These dragons are meant to help you. They're meant to be there for you, to guide you, to protect you. And the first one you got is Thor's red, black, and gold dragon. It protects you in times of change, a time of rapid transition and transformation. Relax, you are safe. Oops, I guess I'm not showing you that one. The other one you have is the black dragon from Saturn. Brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Concentrate, focus on your ultimate vision. Congratulate yourself. You have passed a test. So letting go of these things are like a test for you spiritually. It is like your spirit guides are like, hey, if you do this, life is going to brighten up for you. If you do this, everything's going to get better. Sorry, I was looking to see if that card was close, but it's not. So call upon that black dragon and ask him to guide you, ask him or her to guide you through this test, to guide you through the steps you need to take to be able to get through this, to drop what doesn't belong to you anymore, okay? The final things I have are recommended spells for the month of August, but they're also energies and emotions that you should just focus on for that month. And the first one is protection, which I think is perfect with that Thor's dragon. And the other one is psychic abilities. So with these being said, it is time to protect your home. It's time to protect yourself and your own energy, and I think that's been made very clear with all the grounding cards on the deck, on the table. And then your psychic abilities. Use your intuition, use your spirit guides, use your guidance that you're getting. Use your abilities to figure out what it is that is not serving you anymore. Use your abilities to figure out what it is that you need to let go of, that doesn't belong to you anymore. Because not everything is meant to stay. It can hurt, it can be hard, but not everything is meant to stay. But alright, pile number 2, thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this, please hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. I will see you next time, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.